it's slacking right now, blood. You get me? Like no one's pulling up straws. Jesus, 2 goals, 1 assist. That's not good enough, blood. You get me? Like Martinelli, like I got this thing called the MDL, the Martinelli Defense League. You understand? Man's
I like that. I'm copying that.
You get me? Man's the head of that league, blood. Pause. You understand? But I can't defend him right now, bro, because he's not playing how he normally plays, blood. You understand? He's playing within himself. He's not attacking his man. He's playing very timid.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, blood, because it can't be a confidence thing. The team's playing well. We're in a good place. He's been given the number 7 shirt for Brazil. The Brazilians are starting to have that kind of love for him that we have. So I don't know, blood. You get me? It might be off the field. No one knows what happens behind closed doors. You get me? But like he's not performing to the level he was last season. Like the Man City game when he scored the goal, I thought, all right, cool. He's gonna kick on from here now. He never kicked on. The Lens game, the 6-0 when he got that banger, I thought, all right, cool. Now he's here. Bang. Dead gone again. You understand? It's I don't know what's going on with him. Saka, like I don't know if it's because of the injury he's been carrying earlier in the season, but he don't look himself as well. He's still making an impact. His numbers are still there, but he's not as brave as he was last year. You get me? He's not taking risks. You understand? He's another player playing within himself. You understand? So for me, it was the front line, blood. Odegaard had the 2 best opportunities.
Facts.
He has to finish at least one of them, blood. You get me? Like you can't. Like the second one, he didn't even hit the target, bro. You get me,
bro? I didn't know how he missed that. The first one for me, it's like I think we're
too many touches
to slap it in, man. Bro, I don't know what it is, man. How do you think it is though? Because you're right though. It's like, you know, Martinelli's not really been hitting the form. Gabriel Jesus, we all love him, but he's never been a bagsman like that. Saka, as you said, he's making the difference. But in terms of him being at his best, there's gears to come up. Personally, I feel in the last few games, you know, like during the season, we was fairly solid defensively. In the middle third, we was all right. Us Arsenal fans, we weren't really happy in the final third. Me personally, I think in the last few games, we've kind of looked a bit shaky defensively, but we've been creating chances. As you said, we've not put the ball in the back of the net. Like, why do you think that is? Like, what's going on, man? Because I try my best to analyze the games and things, but yeah, I can't put my finger on it, man. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
We need a striker. I've been saying this for the longest, blood. You get me? Pause. I've been saying this for time, like blood. Even when man was in pre-season in America, I'm screaming out that we need a striker. We just slapped flipping. Who did we slap 5-2 in LA?
MLS All Stars or something, isn't it?
Nah, in LA. Who did we slap?
It could have been
Barcelona.
Yeah.
I'm after the 5-2. I'm still saying we need a striker. We need a striker. Man, are looking at me like I'm mad. Man,
even last year,
like. I done told man like about Eddie and Ketia, bro. You get me? Like I say this every time. It is not personal, yeah. It's nothing against him as a man, yeah. As a footballer, you are not levels for Arsenal Football Club, blood.
And you're wearing 14.
And that's what rattles me even more. And then you add on the 100 bags, 4 years. You understand?
It's a madness.
People could come in for him and he could be like, nah, fuck it, I'm not even going.
I'm on peas. I'm playing for Arsenal. The gaffer likes me. I'm good.
You get me? I'm going to get a chance here and there. Yeah, I'm cool. When I come on, Eddie what, blood?
You're right. I like him, but it's just like, yeah, man, it's not looking like we need you. Like, if anything, Jesus should be the number 2, the rotation option. We clearly need another striker. I don't know where you're at, but where you at with potential strikers? We're linked with Osimhen. We're linked with Tony. We're linked with this guy, that guy. What would be your pick? Not that obviously your Mikel Arteta make the decisions.
Tony.
Why?
Premier League proven. He's got a point to prove. When you see with him, yeah, man will say, "Oh, he scores hella penalties." That's
still a skill,
and that is a skill, yeah. But with him, when the chance drops, he takes it. He could have a limited amount of chances in a game. That one chance will drop. Tony's taking it, blood. Do you understand? We've seen him do it in the 96th minute at the Etihad, blood.
That's true. That's true. That's a point.
Big moments, he is there, blood. Every time Southgate wouldn't pick him, what would happen the next game? He'll binge it, run to the crowd and do that. Because he that motivates him.
He's got that bit between his teeth.
And he's basically out there twerking like Ice Spice, saying, yo, January Medea, come on.
He's all putting us up on Instagram or whatnot as well. Like, you're right,
blood. Do you understand? He knows what he's doing. Black Mudrick. but he'll actually come in and do a
You
job.
beat me to it there. Pause.
Do you
I was just
understand?
about to say that.
Big bad thing, like, I'm to the shoot, blood. You get me? And it's a quick trick. A quick,
Literally.
it's bro, west to north, blood.
He's round the
Nice.
corner.
You see me? Round the corner, blood. And E is exactly what we need because he can do what Jesus does, as in link the play with Saka, Martinelli, but he can also score, blood. Do you understand? Like, Jesus ain't even doing his Yoga Beneto thing right now. What are you doing, bro?
Second half, I was disappointed with Jesus, if I'm honest. He's just on being on the floor, man. That really disappointed me from Jesus, man. Like, why do you think Jesus don't back? Because I can't put my finger on it. He's too good not to get 20 league goals minimum, but for some reason or another, I think the most he's got in the league is 13 to 15. I don't know, man. And the whole point of him signing for Arsenal was you're doing that Jesus stuff. You've got a platform to play on a regular basis. I wouldn't say we create a bag of chances, but Jesus, I don't know. You're too good not to score them goals, but like, where are you at with that?
He said it himself. His forte is not scoring goals. You understand? So he didn't even believe in himself scoring goals, blood. So how am I going to believe this brother's going to score 15 to 20 goals to get me competing with Haaland? Do you understand? To get, like, bro, Alvarez is licking off more goals than this shoot, blood.
This is the thing.
Do you understand? If even when Haaland goes out, City still have Alvarez there to come in and score goals. With Liverpool, Salah's scoring goals. Fucking Nunes now and again will score, but he's actually a problem, blood. Do you understand? He will create something, bro. Whereas Jesus ain't really creating nothing now, blood. Do you understand? And I think if you put a striker with him, like a Tony, then I think he'll start cooking again. Because right now he's by himself. Aston Villa game you saw. At times he got into the left hand side. No one's in the box.
Yeah. To be fair, he's the one that's meant to be there as well.
But he's not a striker. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You get me? If like, see how Martinelli's not on the best of form now, yeah? If you had a Tony in there now, you could be like, all right, Saka right, Jesus left, Tony in the middle. Pause. You understand? That man, they would just be whipping it into him, bro.
Yeah. And we're getting the goals and we're laughing when you put it like that and we're laughing.
And then Jesus can get the knockdown off Tony. You understand? But then, like, this fan base is, let's go with Jesus and Nketiah. No! Sell Nketiah and make Jesus plan B. We have a plan B as a plan A, blood. It don't make sense.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, City sold him and went and got Haaland. Because if Pep's sitting there, yeah, and Pep's like, all right, cool, you're good. I like you, pause. But right here now, I'm playing De Bruyne at false 9. You're on the bench. Brother, come on, bro. From that, you have to look at it and say, all right, cool, this man is a false 9. He's not an actual out-and-out 9. You understand? He's more of a 10 than a 9, blood.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's his greatest gift. That's his greatest gift and curse. You're right. And that Jesus, he's not selfish enough. I always say Jesus is a weird one because the easy chances he makes hard, the difficult finishes he makes look easy. As you said, he's never been known for scoring goals. And I believe to a degree, while, he was presented a platform at Arsenal to do that, sometimes you need to accept players for what they are. I'm going to ask you about Zinchenko, but when I look at Jesus and Zinchenko, I think we need to learn from City in that obviously they're two very good players, but they can't be the main guys. For one reason or another, they can be valued squad members, but in those crunch moments, we're in trouble. How much of it is down to Mikel Arteta then? Because if Saka isn't necessarily firing, if Martinelli's not got his shooting boots on, if Gabriel Jesus ain't doing it, obviously Odegaard should have scored, but he got 15 odd last year. How much of our lack of goals is ultimately down to the gaffer then, despite the fact of what we got 20 odd this year, we scored like 80 odd last year. Yeah, man.
With Arteta, yeah, I think Havertz has kind of changed the style of play. And Martinelli and Saka ain't as high up as they was last season. So they're receiving the ball a lot closer to goal. They want it further in the opposition.
You want them to run onto it.
Do you understand? They're receiving like at the halfway line them to this. So they have to turn, beat 1, 2, 3
There's only so many times you can skip past players as well.
You feel me? Their managers used to having 1, 2 man there and then bam, they're in.
They're in, they're gone.
A lot of times last season we was singling out the right back and the left back. Martinelli and Saka every time last season, and every minute I'm looking up, it's like, bro, 1-on-1 again. 1-on-1 again.
Yeah.
And then get me, the man them's flying through the midfield. Martinelli will come on the other side. If Martinelli's running with it, Saka's coming in from the other side. Jesus is in there. Odegaard's running in. Now, because Havertz can't play that Xhaka role, that is fucking up Zinchenko as well. But let me get this in from now. Zinchenko is shit defensively.
Yeah,
absolutely shit, blood. Yeah, defensively shit. But going forward, the man's a problem, blood.
Yeah,
do you understand? But we need to look at where he plays for Ukraine, his international team, who he captains. The man, they put him in midfield.
Yeah, he's in midfield.
Because they're like, yo, left. Nah.
Yeah, we
you
can't
go
rely
there
on you defensively.
and you could do your little inverted thing. And if anything, if the left back is think you can tuck in and support them,
And
but
move
your
from there,
role
yeah.
is in the midfield, blood. Do you understand? We have to move Zinchenko out of the left back position. We have to stop with this inverting left back thing because it was his fault for the fucking
The goal.
for the Wolves goal, yeah. He gets dropped for the Villa game, comes back in, the Villa goal. You're at fault again. So you got dropped for an error. You come back in and then you make another error. Blood.
Yeah, he's not a natural defender. He did it against Fulham at home. Like, I don't like to attack Zinchenko. Like you said, like we know him in it. You've never been a good defender. I do believe you should improve. You should be a lot better because you played there enough times. But at some point, you have to somewhat accept him for what he is. Like, you're in your mid-20s. You play for Ukraine, as you said. You played for City. You know, in the same way, I don't expect Tomiyasu to be a great player in the final third. I just expect an improvement. I do think Zinchenko somewhat improved, but it's not enough. And the better we're getting, we just need a bit more. Where are you at with our fullbacks? Because lately, Arsenal fans, and I'm sure you've been asked the question, you know, when you look at, I don't want to praise them lot down the road, but their fullbacks are flying forward. Do we need more support in the final third from our fullbacks? Because Benjamin White ain't really overlapping or providing anything when he inverts. Zinchenko didn't do that against Villa. And you could argue that maybe Martinelli and Saka need that on top of what you said, probably missing Granit Xhaka and his runs into the midfield and the space. So where are you at with our fullbacks then, generally?
Ben White, he's fallen off a cliff, blood.
Since his injury, I don't know what he's been on, man.
And from he die his head top. He's I don't know what type of foolishness that was. You get me?
He's feeling himself way too much, Paul.
Yeah, but I guarantee his gal told him to do that, blood. You understand? Big man thing. Yeah, don't listen to your gal on certain things, blood. You understand?
Amen.
But he's fallen off a cliff, and he's lucky that Timber's not in the side, blood. And
Very
he's lucky that Tomiyasu can't consistently stay fit.
And that's the same. Didn't do nothing.
Exactly, and that's the same on the left-hand side with Zinchenko. He's lucky that Tierney can't invert like him, and he can't stay fit, and that he's out of the club.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing you can really change in that area. You put Kiwior in, the man gets a nosebleed when he gets to the halfway line, blood. Get me? You'll be lucky if he even gets to the semicircle, blood, let alone the halfway line, fam. Real talk, blood. Luton, I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Yo,
he had a mare in that game, if I'm honest.
He was just standing there. You understand? It's like he was admiring it's like he thought, yo, Raw, this looks like one of the stadiums I used to play in as a youth. Rotted. Yo, hi, granddad. You understand? Thought he was back in his homeland, blood. You get me? Kicking ball in a park, blood. Real talk. Because I'm like, dog, what are you doing? What are you bringing to this team, blood? Do you understand? And that's down to Arteta, bro, as well, blood. Because he bought this brother last season and he didn't trust him. He put Holding over him. We went to
until he really had to utilize him.
You feel me? So now when he gets thrown in, he don't get thrown in. He don't get a lot of opportunities. So he's going in there with no confidence. So you don't really expect nothing out of him. Like, and I'm saying to myself, why are we playing Mertesacker at left back? Like, are we serious?
That's harsh, man.
Are we serious, blood? We're playing Mertesacker at left back. Like, Mertesacker would do more, blood. But at least Mertesacker would grab the ball from defense and drive to the midfield.
Yeah. Just extremely slow.
Do you understand? And try and make things happening. My man's just literally there, like, yeah. Get me? He's just there with his gal twerking, international twerk champion. Why they bumbuck like this? Yo, dog.
Man. Nah, speaking of defenders, go on, bro. But speaking of defenders, yeah. Do you feel Gabriel gets enough respect within the Arsenal fan base? Because Havertz has been in for 2 seconds. He's got a chant. Gabriel doesn't. If anyone had a decent game against Aston Villa, surely it's got to be Gabriel. Like you kind of said with Zinchenko, it feels like Gabriel's having to play like a left back and a centre half and do everything. Obviously, Saliba's great, but I do think a lot of how Saliba shines is because Gabriel does the dirty work. Like he's the aggressor. Saliba cleans up. Like I actually think Gabriel might be our most underrated player. He don't get twisted. He gets appreciated and stuff, but I think he deserves a lot more plaudits, man, if I'm honest.
He's a good defender, blood. You understand? And he's improved a lot. But when you got Saliba next to you,
you're going to look meaty.
You're going to look average, blood. You get me? Like, the thing I'll say about Gabriel is he hasn't improved off last season. I think he's still at the level he was at last season. Saliba's got better than last season, blood. Saliba looks even better this season, blood.
I mean, he
looks more assured.
So, boy.
He looks more composed. He's looking like, you get me? When I was cussing, man, saying, yo, we're really playing Socrates. And we're loaning out Saliba, blood.
Yeah.
When he had the madness with his mother and all of that, I totally understood it. But then the second time I was like, no, what's this now?
We should have given him a platform.
We're taking the fucking piss now, blood. And then when there was talk of him coming back, I remember man was saying to me, he has to fight for his place. Ben White doesn't go out the team. I said, what? Don't fight. I said, big man, this man walked straight in this team, blood. This man is our best defender, and he's not even in our fucking team, blood. And he is the best defender, bro. And then when he came in, and everyone saw him at Crystal Palace, the whole fan base changed, blood. The whole fan. So
there was a time fans wanted him out the door to a degree.
You get me? Oh, wow, we wasted 23 million. This guy's on loan. I'm like, bro, do you man actually watch Saliba? Like, I watched Saliba, bro. Like, I kept my he's a man. When we signed him, I said, yo, I've heard about this shoot still. And then
best 27 million we spent during the Emre era, sort of thing. If I'm honest, really,
him promoting Saka, like Emery gets a lot of hate, blood. You understand? And whenever I post that picture of me and Emery, the first thing man says is, you wanted him out. Bro, I was the last one that wanted Emery out.
I gave up on him that week he went out. Just
I remember me and you used to argue, our troops, why are you still Emery in?
Exactly.
I remember man used to argue with me. I'm like, bro, like Pepe is not getting a chance. Tierney's not even in this team yet. Like, there's things that need to go into place for him to start playing. Like, there was the team at that time was in
we was a mess. We was an absolute mess of a football inside, man. You know, and then I do think a lot of people look at Emre with rose tints. Like, even when you look at his last, like his season at Arsenal, I think personally, Emre failed us in the league. I think the players. I don't even want to remind you about Baku, but I think the players let him down. Then we got absolutely shot. But you're right, man. You know, if I'm gonna praise Emre for anything, it'd be, you know, I think we signed Martinelli during his time. Obviously, he spoke on Saliba. Promoted Smith Rowe and Saka. We're there, man. Like, what do you make of Smith Rowe? Because I'm not giving up on him, man. But the man can't stay fit. I know Arteta was bigging him up press conference.
That's bro, blood. You get me? Like,
I don't want to snake him, but it's looking peak, man.
Like, yo, from early, that's my dog. You get me? But
it's looking mad, isn't it?
Yeah, like, blood.
You need to stay fit, bro.
I did a list, yeah, and I never put him on the list, blood, of people that I believe needs to be sold in these next 2 windows, bro. We need
you might as well give us this list, man.
So Lokonga,
obviously,
El Neni, Jorginho, Nketiah, Cedric,
100.
1 minute, I fucking tweeted it, blood. Let me find the tweet, blood.
I'm hoping you don't say another Haaland boy.
Nah, I didn't put Reece on it.
I say, even though he probably does need to go, but
even though, because people were saying in the comments, all right, so I said Cedric, Tierney, but only Tierney because Arteta don't rate him.
It's clear, it's done.
Tierney's my dog. So Cedric, Tierney, Lokonga, El Neni, Jorginho, Partey, and Nketiah.
Ooh, that's a hard. What? Jorginho and Partey?
Yep.
What? And El Neni, that's 3 centre mids. Why though?
Yep.
Why Partey?
Injuries.
That's it.
Where are you, bro? When I go to war, where are you, bro? When I'm like, so let me drop it like this, yeah. When man go Hollywood Bowl, yeah, you're there, blood. You get me? You're there. You're active. You're doing your thing.
I know what this is doing.
When man go Trocadero, where are you, blood? Where are you? When man's getting run upon by
if you know, you know.
Yeah, a bag of West Utes. Where are you, bro? Where are you when I'm in trenches getting run down?
It's so funny that everyone won't understand this example you're giving.
Bro,
you know?
Where are you, bro? You're local bad man. You're not global bad man. Yeah? You're bad in your ends. You're not bad off your ends, blood. Yeah? Big man thing. Dead man there, you know. Yeah.
You're right still.
Man there. You understand? I'm not with it now, blood. You get me? And I'm seeing them Saudi man lurking around the corner. I'm saying, yo, 50 million gone, my youth.
Let's do it, innit?
But
that's the thing. Who else we gonna bring in though? Like, I don't expect any of this to be in January, though.
Paulina, blood.
You reckon?
I want Paulina and Rice. You ain't coming through that midfield.
Was you screaming pause Paulinho before the links?
I've always rated him, but I never thought it was. I never thought he was on our radar. You understand? It's same with Rice. I always wanted Rice, but I never thought.
Yeah, I think everyone thought Rice was unrealistic. So
yeah, when I saw it, like I said, all right, cool. These man better get this done. When I'm seeing like the Douglas Luiz links and the Paulina, I'm more with the Paulina. I know Douglas Luiz is younger, but I think Paulina, that's Xhaka. That is Xhaka, bro. Like, if we go to war, that is him.
Paulinho.
But
I mean, he showed us at the Emirates this season, innit? When he broke our hearts with the last minute equaliser.
Do you understand?
For both of them.
That's the thing as well. He can get a goal. He's defensively good. He can pass. He can shoot.
He's 28 as well, so he's experienced.
He's in his prime. He plays week in. He's the main guy in the Portuguese midfield. He is this. You understand? Paulina.
Yeah. He's the man in the middle with a steal.
He's in blood. You understand? And you see that he can. He's a ball carrier as well, bro. He's not stiff. Pause. You understand? Xhaka was a bit when he turned, taking around an hour, blood.
Yeah. It takes a million years.
Paulina's got that Portuguese in him. Hey, Zamba. Oi, is it me? He's just real talk, blood. Make his on and them thing there. He's just skirting through the midfield. You understand? Then you can free up Rice. Pause. Because you put him there, then it's like he's supporting Odegaard.
We can see Rice in that advanced 8 that we was told we was going to see. Obviously, he's kind of been crippled. What? So would you sell Jorginho and Jan?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
If Paulina comes in, I get rid of Jorginho.
I'll still keep Jorginho, you know. Obviously, if there's an offer, just because.
You know why? Because funds, innit? Funds to get Tony. I want Tony.
True.
And they're saying I need to get people out. So
do you reckon we grab him in Jan though, Tony?
I don't. Blood.
Because this FFP stuff, what we see in the news, obviously we don't know how much we got.
FFP problems though, blood. How have we got FFP problems?
True. Probably because we're not selling enough. I don't know. I thought with us being back in the Champions League, we'd have a lot more money and resources. I think we see it all the time, bro. You've done enough with yourself. Every transfer window, we don't have money, then we do have money, then we don't have money, then we do have money. So it's a bit of a techie one. I'm not going to lie. To go back to what you said, out of Paulinho and Douglas Luiz, you're definitely selling Paulinho to me, and I like him. But you see, because Douglas Luiz is a bit younger and he's Brazilian, like I would more lean into that kind of market if I'm honest. And just because we tried to grab him, so like he must be enticed by wanting to join our club. I'm keeping Jorginho for squad purposes. I like El Nene. I don't really advocate none of these guys leaving unless 100% in January. Kind of what you said, we're bringing people in.